officially holiday season. That means treats, that means parties, that means events, and a lot of these things you're expected to bring a dish to. This dish that I'm about to show you is simple, it's easy, it's all store-bought ingredients. You throw it in a pan and bake it, and people love it. It's Brie whole berry cranberry sauce, puff pastry, and bacon. What's not to love? It is the essence of the holidays with the cranberry, and it's warm and delicious and flaky and all the yummy delicious things we want from a Christmas pastry. Follow this recipe and I promise you won't be disappointed. Happy holidays. We're gonna start with an 8x8 greased pan. We're gonna take our thawed puff pastry dough and we're just gonna toss it right in there. Next, we're gonna take some Brie cheese and cut the round into thirds. After we slice it into thirds, we're gonna cut it up to fit in the bottom of the pan as nicely as possible. It's all gonna melt, so it doesn't really matter anyways. We just wanna get it to pretty much fill the bottom of the pan. Next, we are gonna use a can of whole berry cranberry sauce. We're gonna chop it up with a fork to just loosen it up. And then we're gonna pour it over the cheese. Just dump it in and then spread it evenly as much as you can around the cheese. And the next part is we're going to take off the extra dough, fold in the sides, chop up our extra dough that we just took off and use it to create a covering over our filling. We want to leave just little gaps so that there's a little bit of ventilation. We're going to make an egg wash using 1 egg and a 1/4 cup of water. We're going to paint that onto the dough, but we don't want to leave any puddles. We're going to pop this guy into a 425 degree preheated oven. The first part of the bake is going to be 20 minutes. Next, we're going to take 1/2 pound of bacon and we're going to chop it into bits. And after that, we're going to put it in a pan that's already been heated. It's the important part, heat your pan first. We're going to fry it up. We want this bacon pretty darn crispy. We're going to drain the fat and then throw it back into the pan and add about a teaspoon of brown sugar. Let that cook for just a minute. We're going to let the bacon cool for just a minute while we place some foil over the edges of our bake to keep it from getting too crispy. We're going to put it back in the oven for about 15 more minutes. It should look like this when you bring it out. We're going to sprinkle that bacon on top. And then we're going to put it back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. It will look like this when it's finished. The dough puffs up and it looks really golden brown and it's delicious. If you like these recipes, please subscribe to my channel. There are a lot more recipes coming your way. Eat well, be well.